Hello there, I'm Begalius, and I just got back from work, and I thought, I've got to talk about video games, and I want to talk about this one, because the good news is Helldivers 2 is coming! I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox, to the Series X and S, I think. But yeah, it is going to be here soon. In fact, August the 26th, or August if I pronounce it fully, August the 26th, we are getting Helldivers 2. And this is good news. And there's no but. I cannot lie. There is no but. There's no but to this because this is good news all around. And this is, I really want to explain why we dislike multi-platform. Why we dislike platform exclusivity, and we love multi-platform. Just everybody wins. Everybody wins in this situation. The fans of Helldivers, they get an injection of players, more people playing the game. The developers of Helldivers get more. The publishers give the developers maybe a little bit more money to work on the game, which is excellent. In terms of people who already own the game on the PlayStation, they get a bump. They get a bump of new players, which is always good to have more people to interact with. Sony, it's like free advertising for the game that I'm pretty sure they publish, right? I think it's Sony Computer Entertainment, something like, I can't remember who publishes it, but it's some sort of Santa Monica maybe, but like Sony I think publish it, but regardless they still get free advertising for a game that is on their store, so they win. And of course Microsoft get to sell a game that they already know is popular and make money off of that, and Xbox gamers get a new game. Everybody wins. It's awesome, except in the long run, obviously in the long run, with a situation like this where like all of these games are being ported over and coming over, you do have to ask the question, who's going to bow out? Because at this point, like, if you don't have a USP, then what's the sense in you existing on the market? So someone has got to bow out between Sony and Microsoft, because between the two of them, they don't have a USP. Someone's got to go, and I think we all know who it's going to go. I think it's probably Xbox, but not in the way you might think, because they haven't lost their USP yet. I do think that the hardware is going to go away. As a matter of fact, I think they've even said, like, straight up that they don't have any plans to continue hardware, but I know that they're planning on releasing console. But I'll get into that shortly. But yeah, I think they've even said it out loud. They're not bothering with hardware anymore because they have no USP. Their USP is they are going to become a network hardware. They're going to become an online hardware. The whole the whole Xbox brand is going to become a streaming online-only service. And the reason that I've heard that they're making another console and keeping themselves in the market is because they have to. If they just went straight to streaming, people don't want that yet. I think on live, the battle scar of on live will live on forever. And it really did do a lot of damage, but also it always would have. If Microsoft had just switched to streaming only back then exactly the same thing would have happened. The brand would have died. They need to wait until there's 100% assuredness and confidence, and also they need to integrate the hardware with this network brand. They need to be able to do that, and they can't do that if they don't create another console. It's going to take way longer than you might think to completely switch over to that, but I think like it's a very obvious path that they're heading down, and I think I'm kind of here for it. I actually quite like it. Both of the platforms end up with all of the games, so there's nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, all three. I mean, Switch is getting, I think, some like Halo stuff soon, which is going to be crazy. But if they're all getting all the games, and personally speaking, as an Xbox fan, I get to not have to keep buying the consoles. That works for me. I'm going to have to up my internet, but, I don't have to keep buying these new games consoles, so that works. And if I want a, like an offline platform experience, then I can go for the PlayStation, which honestly I might, because I really don't think I have the capability to have good enough internet to stream Xbox currently. But again, they're waiting. It's going to change. There is going to be another hardware platform generation, at least one more. So you don't have to worry about that. But no, that's how it's going to go, I believe. But currently, just enjoy it. I've even heard we're going to be getting God of War and maybe even Spider-Man, which would be crazy because Sony owned the rights to the name Spider-Man. So that would be absolutely nuts. But dude, that would be awesome. So let's just rake it in, enjoy it. I'll be reporting on some more launches that will be happening in this space. But for now, I just got home. That's all I'm going to do.
PlayStation is only $149, and you can also get leading titles.